Game three, the Eastern Conference Finals. Almost said semifinals. That was last year. Knicks Pacers played the semis last year. And if you recall, the Knicks were up 2-0 last year and then lost the series. Now the Pacers are up 2-0. History says 76-6 chance that they'll advance to the NBA Finals. That's what the odds are. The Knicks are up against it. But can they bounce back in game three? I've got the answer. Complete breakdown for game three or side, total, player props. We're going to talk about it all. Free plays, free analysis coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. And happy Memorial Day weekend. I know it's Sunday. Got the flag and shoot. I'll even stand up and salute you with my shorts. Haven't had a good crotch shot in a while. We got this new 4K camera, so we got to make it work where I get our money's worth. But seriously, if you're a veteran, I want you to comment below and let us know so we can salute you and give you an extra thank you here on Memorial Day weekend. And I'll be back tomorrow, Monday, on official Memorial Day with Game 4 for the Thunder T-Wolves because, of course, like all great Americans, I'm doing every NBA playoff game every day right here on the channel. If you find it useful, thumbs up, like, and comment below. And seriously, if you're a veteran or even if you want to memorialize a veteran, let us know in the chat below. We do read the comments and we reply back. All right, let's get to it. Knicks are up against it. I liked them in game two. Told you that in the video. Had a best bet on the other night. It did not work out. They lost outright. I was surprised by that. Keep in mind, New York had a 14-point lead in game one with only a couple minutes to go. 9 and then 8-point leads with 50 and 35 seconds to go, and then lost in overtime. I guess it lingered. It very well might have lingered, and Indiana carried that momentum into game two. Question becomes, can New York reverse things on the road now? You know, historically speaking, not a good spot for the Knicks in the series, but I think they can win some games still, and I do like them in game three here. We're going to fade the public with this one. You know, public jumped all over the Thunder after their 2-0 lead, and look, the public's not always wrong. I get that. But we do get line value when the public's lining up on one side. I think that's the case here again. You know, historically, teams down 0-2, quality teams are a play-on spot in game three, but this line hasn't been adjusted. And if you look at the game one line, it was maybe, what, 5, I guess, 4.5. I think it was 4.5 at close. Game two went as high as 6. Now the Knicks are +2. That's an 8-point adjustment from game two, and you could almost make an argument the situation is even better for them now in game three after back-to-back losses. So I do think there's some value with them, and they're probably a live dog at plus $1.15 money line. Once again, if you take the +2, probably want to sprinkle some of it on the money line as they're going to probably have to win the game outright. You also have to worry about the officiating, right? Doing this video on Saturday afternoon for you. We haven't had game three yet for the T-Wolves or Thunder, and we haven't obviously seen the official lineup for Sunday. But Scott Foster went, what was it, game two the other night for Minnesota OKC. I don't know if he could quite be back in the rotation yet, but when we see Scotty Foster, we always play the team that's down in the series. No jokes aside, I'm half joking, half NBA fixing, kidding around here. But I do think New York will continue to get some calls, and they are the more physical team. So Fix doesn't have to be in for them to get the calls. They were the more physical team against Boston, and that's actually what they did really well in the Celtics series was the physicality rating. They were outplayed in most of the games. Boston gets injured, Tatum gets injured, and obviously it's a different series. But we do look for New York to bounce back here, and you got to wonder if they're going to look to slow the pace down also. Total's pretty much priced where it was for the last couple games. Of course, in game one, 221.5. It got to 250 in regulation, ended up 273 with overtime. Game two was right on the total. 223.5 was a closing number in a lot of spots, and it landed 223. So once again, game two landed right on the total. Indiana, 43% from three-point range, 52% from the field. Knicks, 48% from the field, 34%. So both teams shot really well. Knicks were 86% for the line. Pacers 71%. So they both shot about as well as they can be expected to shoot, and it still landed 223. Not much adjustment here. We did see initially open about 224.5, quickly bet down to 223. The sharp money came on the under quickly. And while the Pacers like to play fast and they'll probably look to run and gun at home, you got to wonder if the Knicks aren't going to try to slow things down even more. I mentioned that for game two. They weren't quite able to do it. Held the Pacers to 114, which is decent. But I don't think Knicks want to run with them after losing the first two games in somewhat high-scoring fashion. So once again, Knicks and under probably somewhat correlate here. So if you like Knicks +2, you probably lean under 223 as well. And there has been a little bit of a sharp money move to the under. The sharper books out there hitting 223. Some of the more public books still 223.5 for what it's worth. All right, let's dig into some player props here. If I think it's a little bit of a lower scoring game, or if the Knicks look to slow things down, we probably look for some Indiana guys under, right? I mentioned Nesmith in game two. He got there for us. Never in doubt. 13.5 points. He got to 12. He stayed under his total. It was even 12.5 in some spots, and I'm seeing 12.5 in most spots now. So once again, Nesmith, after that 30-point breakout, and keep in mind, he only had 10 points midway through the fourth quarter in game one. It's not like he was crushing it. It's the end of the game in overtime just went catabolic from three. Finished with 12 points in game two, did regress, stayed under as we expected, but I still think there's some value with his under for a couple reasons. First of all, despite scoring 12 points, he only took 7 shot attempts in 33 minutes and only 3 3-pointers and hit 2 of the 3. Of course, in game one, he was 8 for 9. So he is now 10 for 12 from three-point range in the 2 games. He can't shoot any better, and he still stayed under in game two. So Aaron Nesmith is a guy where there's some value under 12.5. The public was like 98% on his over props in game two. I didn't have that information the day before, but liked it even more when I saw that near game time on Friday night. So I think Nesmith is another guy we can look to fade, and he's not a Class A star. And when a guy keeps hitting threes like that and hurting you, the teams look to shut him down more. That might open some things up for other Indiana Pacers. Halliburton is always tricky. He only had 14 points in game two after having that monster 31-point game in game one, but he's had 11 assists in both games 1 and 2. I said this earlier, we don't fade superstars. Halliburton is an assist superstar, as good as anyone in the league. So if you play Halliburton overs, I always like the assist over. He's a little more consistent there. His points over under, he did have 16 shot attempts, only 3 for 10 from 3, and still got to 14. So I'd probably stay away from Halliburton. Look to fade Nesmith under 12.5 points in game 3. All right, as far as the New York Knicks, if they do bounce back, we got to expect big games from Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. I misspoke the other day and said overrated superstar, but you all knew what I meant, and a lot of you corrected it in the chat, and I appreciate it. Those that have been watching me for several years, as most of you have been, know that I think Jalen Brunson's the most underrated superstar in the NBA. And I can't say it much anymore. The last couple of years, he's really gotten his dues, but about a year or two before that, vastly underrated, and I've always really respected his game. He'll have to have another big game. He had 36 points in game two, and of course in game one he had 43 points. Now it doesn't bode well that they lost both games and that he had 79 combined points, but keep in mind in game one he was only 1 for 6 from 3-point range, got to the free throw line though 14 times. Karl-Anthony Towns got there 11 times. That's that physicality rating, the edge I'm talking about. They took 25 of their 40 free throw attempts in game one. Game two they only had 11 free throws out of 21. They still took half. But once again, Knicks did not get to the line nearly as much as game two. I expect them to get more beneficial calls. I think the league wants this series to go more. And by the way, I half joke about the fixing, but I really don't with the officials, because what happens is the league reviews every game and they give them marching orders about like what to crack down on, what to call more or less, what to keep an eye on. So once again, if it benefits the Knicks to watch the hand checking or the physicality or something, the league will kind of hint that towards the officials. So tongue in cheek, they can dictate a little bit how these games play out. I think the Knicks are going to have the edge with the fouls. You don't really ever find free throw props, but I would like those for New York, even though they're on the road. Brunson and Towns, 11 for 11 from the free throw line. So if they get more calls, they're going to hit their free throw shots. They're both very good free throw shooters. In fact, they were 21 for 24 in game one and 11 for 11. So what's that? 35 for quick math there. 21 plus 11, 32 for 35. I did it for you there. Live on WagerTalk TV. Some real math. You see how my head works. 32 for 35 in the 2 games from the free throw line. So they are money if they get to the charity stripe, and I think they will in this game. I look for New York to be more physical, and that probably coincides once again with the under 223 in the game itself. By the way, guy that's not getting much action in this series is Hart, at least points. He played 44 minutes in game one, took 6 shot attempts, 8 points. He played 36 minutes in game two. 28 minutes in game two, had 3 shot attempts, 6 points. So once again, Josh Hart has just not been a factor. We'll see if that changes here in game number 3. All right, quick hitter for you. Let you get back to your barbecue, your grill, your swimming pool, the TV for some daytime baseball on Sunday or Saturday night if you're hanging out watching this video in advance. And by the way, we are getting these videos up the night before. I'm doing them the day before the games so you get extra time to view them. Make sure you click subscribe and you click that bell for an instant alert so you know when these are posted each and every night before. And also, I'm doing a lot of free daily baseball videos this time of year. Another reason to click subscribe and click that bell here on WagerTalk TV for instant alerts so you never miss out on this free content. And if you're finding it useful, all I ask is a thumbs up and a positive comment below, and I will keep these free play videos coming each and every day for the NBA playoffs. By the way, if you want my official best bets, don't forget it's quite easy. Go to my page, WagerTalk.com, Steve Merril, and check out my daily best bets for both baseball and basketball. Also, a bonus free play. I post a free baseball play every day on my page. It's my last cut, just a bit outside from making the best bet card. Goes up as a free play for everybody. So check that out on my page. And while you're there, check out some special offers. If you've been thinking about taking a true investment approach to sports betting, now's a great time because we have two very special offers. First of all, the summer celebration, which gets you everything Memorial Day through Labor Day. And you don't have to wait until Monday, Memorial Day. If you get on board Sunday, you get that as an added bonus game. Once again, sign up this weekend, you get the weekend for free, along with all of my all sports best bets for the next 3 months through Labor Day, which is September 1st. Don't have to pull at your calendar. I'll do it for you. And September 1st gets you that whole first week of college football, all the NFL preseason, all summer of baseball, the rest of the NBA through the finals, all for about $5 a day. No promo code needed. Memorial Day to Labor Day with this weekend is included as a bonus if you sign up in advance for about $5 a day on my page. Or if you want my strong baseball, and boy, is baseball so strong this time of the year. Last summer, we went on a monster run and finished up over 100 units before even Labor Day. By the end of August, my all sports clients had already doubled their bankroll up over 100 units, and we're looking to do it again this summer. If you want a baseball sampler, I've got a special package right now for the next month and a half through the All-Star game on July 15th. Normally, it is $4.99 through the All-Star break, but if you use promo code STAR399, you see it on your screen, STAR399. STAR399 gets you that baseball through the All-Star breaks for just $3.99. That's an instant $100 discount. So once again, if you're ready to take a serious investment approach, consider the baseball sampler for the next couple months. Summer celebration gets you baseball, basketball, and football through Labor Day, September 1st. No promo code needed there for about $5 a day. Or one other special offer, which is on my page right now, is the 1-year all access. And if you use promo code SM365, you get an instant $811 discount. That gets it down to $3 a day, just over $1 a play, because I average about 2 to 3 best bets per day on average. Now, look, you don't have to memorize the special offers. You can go to my page and check out and figure out which package works best for you. But keep in mind, if I have a play, every client gets it. There's nothing else to buy. There's no special clubs. I've been doing this for 29 years as a full-time professional, profitable handicapper since 1996, 4 decades. If I have a game, I send it to all my clients, whether it's a 1 day, a 1 month, a 1 year subscription, doesn't matter. Everybody gets the same plays, same games I'm personally using, and I'm quite selective. 2 to 3 best bets per day, but that doesn't mean the volume doesn't negate to winnings, because it does. It equals winnings. As I said, last summer we had doubled our bankroll up over 100 units already by the end of August. Let's do it again here in summer of 2025. The summer of George. Little Seinfeld reference for you, Andrew, out there. I know you're a Seinfeld fan and all the others. Summer of George 2025. Let's get it done at WagerTalk.com. And check out that daily bonus free play as well. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Don't forget to also follow me on social media. You see it on the bottom of the screen there, at Steve Merril. It is 2 R's, 1 L. You know the deal. At Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And once again, happy Advanced Memorial Day this weekend, headed into Monday. If you're a veteran or would like to memorialize a veteran, please comment below. We do truly read the comments, and I truly read the comments and reply back. And I know all of you do as well. Thousands of viewers every day on these videos. I love it. I love the support. Let's have a big winning weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I'll talk to you again Monday for Game 4. I'm losing count. Game 4, Timberwolves and Thunder here on this channel. So make sure you click subscribe. You click that bell for an instant alert. And stay tuned, because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.